Once upon a time, in a quiet valley surrounded by tall mountains, a small river was born from a melting snowflake. The river, named Luma, began her journey as a gentle stream, weaving through rocks and singing softly as she flowed. Luma was curious about the world beyond the mountains. As she traveled, she met fish that danced in her waters, birds that bathed in her ripples, and trees that leaned close to hear her stories. Everywhere she went, life followed. One day, Luma met an old river called Miro. He had seen cities rise and forests fall. "Where are you going, little one?" Miro asked. "I want to see the ocean," Luma replied. "The journey is long," Miro warned. "You will face droughts, floods, and even pollution. But if you keep flowing, you'll find your purpose." Luma continued her journey, stronger and wiser. She passed through villages and helped farmers grow their crops. Children played in her waters, and people built bridges to connect with one another. Finally, after many seasons, Luma reached the great ocean. She looked around in awe, waves as far as the eye could see, but she wasn't afraid. She had become part of something greater, something endless. And though she had changed, her song remained, the gentle whisper of a river who never stopped flowing. As Luma entered the ocean, she felt the salt on her surface and the waves pulling her in different directions. For the first time, she wasn't sure where to go. "Am I still a river?" she wondered. Just then, a deep voice echoed through the waves. "Welcome, little river," said the ocean. "You've traveled far." "I wanted to find you," Luma said. "But now that I'm here, I feel lost. I don't know who I am anymore." The ocean smiled in its own way, with a soft wave that kissed the shore. "You are still you, Luma, but you are also part of something bigger. Rivers feed life, connect lands, and carry dreams. Your journey never ends, it just transforms." Luma listened. The ocean held rivers from all over the world. She met others who had come from deserts, jungles, and icy lands. Each had its own story, and together they shared their wisdom. But even in this vast sea, Luma's heart still beat like a mountain stream. She began to rise into the sky as vapor, joining the clouds above. From there, she saw everything: forests, cities, animals, people. Then came the rain. Luma fell again, this time as raindrops, onto a distant mountain. A new stream began to flow, a new journey, a new river, because rivers never truly end. They just start again. As Luma returned to Earth in the form of raindrops, she felt light, free, and full of purpose. She landed on soft green leaves high in the mountains, then dripped gently onto the soil. Soon, she joined a tiny spring bubbling from the earth. "I'm back," she whispered. But this time, Luma was not alone. Other drops of water joined her. Some had come from lakes, some from oceans, and others from melting glaciers. Together they formed a new river, fresh and full of life. This river flowed through a deep forest where animals came to drink and flowers bloomed along its edges. Luma saw how important rivers were, not just for beauty, but for survival. In one village, people danced and sang as the river watered their crops. "The river brings us life," they said with joy. Luma felt proud. She had become part of a cycle, a never-ending story of giving, growing, and changing. She realized now that every river was more than water. It was memory. It was hope. It was life itself. And so, as Luma flowed once more, she sang her song to the trees, the skies, and the children playing by her side. "I am not just water. I am the journey. I am the past, the present, and the promise of tomorrow.